What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. He just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Payne. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And They get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's good. Well, he made the grab. Doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They believe they can run right here. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Leaves it with the running back. He's inside the 15. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Hoover. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. From the gun on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets him down at the 23. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his man. It's gone.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Dropping back, it's Hoover. On target.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. And the Horned Frogs get it past the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Makes the grab. It's McAllister. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Trying to pull his way out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee in this. will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Goff. Powers through the defender. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid. Pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's caught. It's Payne. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know that something tells...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside of the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire. Works the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this.
Oh, out of space. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Hoover. And they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going up top again. Got a man, it's Payne. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give on the inside. It's a running room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fights off the defender. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tar Heels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Lopez to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez wants to fire. Fakes to grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Culliver. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Goss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now he's going to break the pocket. They'll immediately call timeout.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. They'll run the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. Turning on the Jets. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish dry.
Wide open spaces. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. They go to the wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Got his man. Looking for the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He'll go out of bounds. Run. In business. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
The Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Goss. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this
makes the grab down the left side, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a... or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Lopez to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
RD, what a play by the safety, and in the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover two and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the...
He's loose. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation.
Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. QB draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Lopez wants to fire. The short hands, it's good. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a match. Fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got it.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air, it's Seals. Finds his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Johnson looking to throw. Steps away. He's going to run it. They make the stop about 4 yards. The first down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Horned Frogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They boot it away on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's a seam wide, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Palmer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Johnson looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal. But
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Small. There he goes! How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it a lot of space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.